to edit in Photoshop, there's a couple tricks I want to show you. So we're doing the Cindy Sherman project, and I'm going to look for a picture of a jungle. We're going to pretend like I made a jungle lady or something. So I type in jungle in Google Images, get a whole bunch of results that when they're really small, most of them look really good. What we're looking for is a realistic image that I can put a person into. I'm also looking for a high quality image. So when you scroll your mouse over these images, you see these numbers on the bottom. These numbers are the amount of pixels or the resolution of the image. So you are looking for images that have higher numbers because that means they have a higher number of pixels and are better quality. One easy way, instead of going through all of these, and we got lucky, these are all pretty large files. Here's a smaller one. One easy way to search this so that you don't have to individually look at all of these to know how large they are is to go up here to Search Tools. I can click on Search Tools and it will bring up a couple different options. First one here is size. I can click on size and choose what I want. If I'm looking for an exact size, I can type it in. Larger than a certain amount, I can type that in. For what we're doing today, we're just going to click on large, and that will get rid of all of the smaller sized files and only show large ones. I can also go under type and make sure that I'm looking at only photographs. I don't want any drawings or anything animated, which most of these were photographs to start with. So now I've got a good group of images to choose from. So I'm going to pick one. Let's go. I'm looking for one that's realistic. So some of these look almost more like illustrations, so I don't really want those. Let's choose this one. So I'm going to click on it. And many people, before I even clicked on it, they would have just dragged it onto their desktop while it was still small. Okay, so while it was still this size. When you drag from Google Images, when it's only this small, you are only dragging this size image, so a very small image. In order to get to the full size image, we need to do a few more clicks. So we're going to click on this. We'll get it this size. It can also be even larger than this. So if we drag this, chances are when we bring it into Photoshop and start zooming in, it will still be pixelated and not look very good. Over on the right, notice how it immediately gets bigger. My cursor also turns into a magnifying glass when I bring this up. So this means it can get even bigger. So I'm going to click on it again. Sometimes, this turned into a magnifying glass, and see how it's a minus sign now rather than a plus sign. That means this is the biggest file option that there is available. Sometimes you might be able to click and zoom in a couple of different times and have an image that's even bigger, so pay attention to that. So now I know this is the biggest this file can be. It's obviously much bigger than the tiny little image that we saw originally in Google Images. And now I can drag this to my desktop, or I can right-click and choose Save Image As. I can save this to wherever I want on my computer so I know where it is. I 100% recommend changing the name of it so that you know what it is and you can find it again, and paying attention to what folder you put it in. So whenever you are using Google Images, make sure that you are pulling up and using the highest quality photos that are available.